Good night, hi. Thanks for everything, as always. Ah! No! Help me! Hi's going to shoot me with a salt gun.
I'll assault you. Yeah, that was terrible.
Assault and battery. Assault and custom steals your battery. Everybody, before we get started with the board repair today, a few little announcements. I know that this microphone has been distorted in the last couple of streams, even if I turn down the mic preamp, turn down the receiver, turn down the transmitter, or just try plugging the microphone directly into the mic preamp. It's been acting a little funny. So I got myself another DPA 4065. That is on the way. We'll see if that makes any difference. It kind of makes me sad after a lot of troubleshooting. It seems like my mic is starting to go the way of the dodo with how I treat it. It's not surprising. So hopefully that's fixed soon. The next announcement that I have is that sometime in the near future I may be playing around with this a little bit. So this is on meetup.com. It is the Rossman Group meetup group. I have not had any already. I haven't really scheduled anything, but I may into the future do some meetup groups in New York. There's some of the restaurants that I like. I'm just going to play around with it. Nothing fancy. For people who are interested in board repair, own a business similar to this, are in the business similar to this, who may want to show up and discuss and eat stuff. So there's that. So you can check this out over here. This is not going to be a paid meetup. It's free to it'll be free to join, and it'll be free to show up. You're just going to have, if I'm going to have people show up at a restaurant or something, I can't have 16 people that show up and the restaurant makes no money. So buy a wrap. Buy a bottle of water or whatever the fuck, just so that the restaurant owner doesn't think I'm an asshole. With that being said, we're going to fix a couple of MacBooks today. So I am happy, as always, to include you in the MacBooks that we have to fix today. All right. Looks like you-know-who has responded to my email. I should read that. I'll read that to you all later on Mod Chat. So today we have an A1707 MacBook Pro. And we're going to try and figure out what is wrong with this MacBook Pro. And let's go for it. So first thing we do here, as always, is unplug the battery and the battery cable. Because if the battery and the battery cable are plugged in, it's not going to... It's going to show me a different reading on this. So I want this to tell me how much amperage the board is using, not how much the board plus the battery is using. And since the motherboard is what charges the battery, because it's the battery's plugged into, it's going to give me different results. Could I use one of your videos in my video? Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? As long as you're not just re-uploading the entire thing in mine, I don't care. Feel free to use it, slice it, dice it, whatever the hell. Just do something with it that's halfway interesting, rather than just... The only thing that pisses me off is when people don't really do anything to the video and they just re-upload it. It's kind of lame, but... Okay, so if we take a look over here, you'll see with the beautiful quality of this camera that we're taking 19 volts, so it was taking 19 volts at least. There we go. And now it's taking 600 milliamps, but then it immediately jumps back to 0. So, and it stays there. So let's take a look at this board. I'm going to get it out of the case. We're going to take a look. We're going to see if we can figure out what is going on with it. So as usual, I'm going to have to remove about 50 effing screws from this thing. We've got T3 screws, we've got P4 screws, we've got T5 screws, we've got all different types of screws in this MacBook because God forbid Apple used one type of screw to hold something in, it would kill them. And also, God forbid that he didn't use proprietary screws to hold stuff in, it would most likely kill them. So we are going to dig into this board, really dig in and try and figure out why it is that it's not working. And it is killing me that I am not able to read the email that I just got because I am doing this. But again, Teresa or Muffy or Erica are watching, or Anna, maybe. Who am I kidding? Anna has too much shit to do to waste her time watching my effing videos. Then you know why I'm curious as well. I thought we were having a laptop repair party inside the Apple Store. See, that may not be a good idea. Paul says, why are you streaming just as I'm starting to deal with customers? Paul, why are you still dealing with customers? I mean, you're famous enough at this point that you should have somebody else deal with customers for you. I think that you do an amazing job at what you do. Even beside, you know, again, I'm talking about the MacBook repair, of course, not the coding. But I mean, like, you do an excellent job at no, I'm kidding. I think you do a good job at both. But ooh, my food is here. Food?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so this MacBook can suck it for the time being because I'm going to eat my food, which I've been waiting for the past hour. Aryan is here. Everybody, by the way, Aryan is the hero of the week. He has been helping me tremendously with a number of things, and I'm actually, after I fix this, I'm supposed to be looking over. Did you not give me a fork? Oh, they didn't give me a fork. Oh, never mind. That's right here. I'm fucking stupid. Anyway, so Aryan has been helping me create a training manual, and I'm actually supposed to be working on that right now instead of fixing. You know what I should do while I'm doing this is read that email, but it's probably going to ruin my appetite. Anyway, yeah, I'll just do this. I'm enjoying myself. Okay, we're going to eat this, and then I'm going to fix the board because I'm hungry. I look forward to Paul Daniels getting a support assistant. Sorry to hear that, Samuel. What was wrong with your 2010 MacBook Pro? Besides the fact that it probably has an MCP89 in it. Paul, don't go. We love you here. You're going to be the first invited guest to the Rossman Repair meetup group. See this? I thought they were. I gotta check and see. I need... Paul Daniels would be the guest of honor. It's not my lord, it's your grace. Correction, my lady. It's not my lord, it is your grace. That there's no king. Fuck Stannis. Stannis is not my king. Stannis is not your king either. Paul Daniels is your king. It's not my lord, it's your grace. Your grace. Oh man, I forgot. My god, I almost left my flux in the other room. It's not my lord, it's your grace. Your grace. Your grace. Jessa Jones said that the students convinced me to take an Apple certification test. Yeah, I know, and I asked if you passed, and you haven't answered me. So I think we know the answer to that one. Jessa Jones is not certified to work on these devices. By the way, Jessa, will you come to my meetup? I'm going to start doing meetups, Jessa. So for all of you fucks that say I don't do fan engagement, I'm willing to meet you people for free. How's that? All you gotta do is buy a wrap wherever we go. Jessa Jones would be a guest of honor. Okay, I really do gotta get a second monitor for viewing my screen and chat. Let's see. This'll do. Now I can turn off the scene transitions thing from view. Oh, I can. Ooh. I can get rid of sources too. That'll make this smaller. Beautiful. Sources. Controls. Okay, now I can do this. There we go. That's much better. Your grace. Alright, anyway, let's get this out of here. Lewis's meetup is BYOB, bring your own burrito. Yeah. So, Jessa, I forwarded you an email. I'm curious what you think of that email thread. I respect your decision. Okay, well, I don't, but I at least respect debating your decision. But no, seriously, I do respect... not what you just said. I do appreciate and respect your insight. On stream, it said, "Are you going to cheat?" I clicked yes, and it let me take it anyway. That tells you all you need to know about Apple Inc., folks. They will let you cheat. That's all you need to know. Have you ever thought about creating logic trees for people to use to troubleshoot the most common repairs? I actually started making one. I have a DIA file for it. I forget the program that makes .dia files, but I do have one, and it was actually hurting my brain. DIA is open source software called Diagram. Ah, there you go. But yeah, I originally wanted to make something that everybody could edit, but I just never got around to it. It would be cool if people could add to this in real time, and we could actually make an open source guide to doing board repair. It doesn't really matter as a grown-up if you cheat, if you are able to actually do the job. Like, it depends on how are you cheating. It's one thing if you cheat someone out of money or property or time. It's another if you copy and paste the response that you gave person A, the person B who has the same problem, is what it is. If I'm fixing a board and I have a little diagram in front of me on how to fix boards, am I cheating because it's not in my head? No. I don't have the timestamp for that on either, Jessa, but yeah, sorry. I asked you for something without taking consideration for that. But it's good to have iPad Rehab back in the stream. Everybody give iPad Rehab a round of applause for continuing 5-6 years into owning her business, to doing everything she can to teach people how to do iPhone data recovery and component level repair. Everybody, a round of applause for Jessa Jones at iPad Rehab. Even if she is wrong about everything that we argue about, she is still my friend. I plan on getting a good enough battery for my bike that I can ride up there. I'm pretty sure I could beat the Amtrak if I had the proper batteries for my bike. It's about a 300-mile ride. I could probably get 45 miles on my current shit battery. I'm kind of wondering what I could get on a really nice, decked-out battery. Wait a second, why am I taking the hinge screws out? What the fuck? The hell's wrong with me? Oh my god, I almost turned into a franchise for a second there. What are you doing, dum-dum? I'll take the test on stream, Jessa, but I'll probably fail. You'd laugh when I fail, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to take out the hinge screw. I'm supposed to take out the heatsink screw. When did Apple try selling their OS on all platforms? I'm curious. I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just curious to learn the history. Okay, Jessa, that's not normal cheating. That's incredible cheating. That's next level cheating. Jess, have you had a lot of people come in with boot looping iPhone 10s that are not liquid damaged? Or have you had a lot of people walk in with boot looping iPhone 10s in general? I'm kind of curious. Starting to get an interesting number of people walk in with boot looping iPhone 10s. It's a pain in the ass. It's not even like you just basically open it and take the shields off. You got to do that whole motherboard separation thing just to look at it. I've been having people walk in and say, you know, can you just take a look at it? And it's, do you know how much work has to be done for me to simply take a look at it? We're not talking about opening the phone, removing the... Yeah. Thing is, that thing's some work. Where is this other chat room people are obviously talking in? That is on YouTube. Jessa never sees anything in Discord because she hasn't visited my Discord in like 6 months. Jess is an upper class. Elite. Too good for Discord. Some sections were hilarious. A ton of ESD stuff about wearing polyester, what to do if a battery is puffy, and how to talk to customers without making them feel dumb. Interesting. Man. I have a kitty cat. My kitty cat's name is Blackberry. Blackberry is the cutest little kitty. I love Blackberry. She makes me happy. Okay, you know what else makes me happy is fixed motherboards. So we're going to take a look over this motherboard and see if we can fix it. So this is an interesting thing that they do with the new MacBook. So it used to be that the battery connected in a space where the connections for the 12 volts from the battery were right next to the 3 volt SMC data line. So you know what happens if you get corrosion in the wrong spot there. Poof, and everything's gone. Here, the battery connector is almost a full inch away from the data line connector, so that the chances of 12 volts getting into the battery data lines and ruining the SMC is very low. Also, I think we found our problem. So what is it that we have here? So if I were to take a look at this section of the board. You see the giant Reddit thread and HAKKO spawn from your video. I saw 1 or 2 responses. I didn't read the whole thing, though. Reading Reddit often makes me sad. I've started to learn a lesson, which is to spend less time reading my comments section and less time reading what people have to say about you on the internet. It's like at 10,000 subscribers, it's something, and at 100,000, it's another, and at 400,000, it's another. But once you get to like the 800,000 point, there's enough people talking about you that it starts to kind of fuck with your head. Okay. So here we have what are you 7800? What are you, a little corroded chip? I hit the PDF button. At some point, Paul Daniels' software will show me where everything is. Oh, look, it is. It's just I had my window over it so I couldn't see. Imagine that. I'm blaming Paul Daniels' software when it's actually my own fault. He'll never know. He left anyway. So this is the power management IC. And it looks like this. And we have no power. And do you have to... What would you do at this point? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it in flux and then reflow. I reflow. Okay. So I take this and I do this. You guys all missed this, didn't you? Thank you very much to Rusty Shackle for it. I highly appreciate that. Very kind of you, my friend. Ah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Is that not some of the most beautiful stuff you've ever seen? This is the kind of stuff that you'll never see in a Paul stream. I know this is why Paul's videos get less views than mine, because this is the type of beauty that you will never see in a Paul stream. But that you'll always see in a Lewis stream. The proper amount of flux. Could I use one of your vids for my vid? Go for it. You do you, my friend. And thank you for whatever you just donated. I didn't see the amount, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Hi said, can I get Apple certified so we can put that on the window? We're doing this because it's probably corrosion that got onto the chip, and that corrosion that got onto the chip is going to mess with things. Luckily, this is not underfilled. Could have corroded a ball that's not making contact, could maybe be making balls to make contact that shouldn't be, and when you have the flux there, it's going to really move a lot of that junk out of the way. It's going to help us clean under the chip. So I tap it a few times. Now let's remove this trash. And this rubbish is. Someone says, send hi to the Genius Bar. What is... Oh boy, that cap looks like shit. That cap's not... One PD bus cap missing by the PMIC is not going to kill nobody. So let's just clean that up and see if we got something to work. And then if it does work, we can go into the annoying details. Okay. What is flux? Flux is made up of the tears of Apple product users that have to pay me to fix them. It is with their tears that I do my job. Fucking piece of shit. My hot tweezers are dead. I forgot that my tweezers are dead, so I can't use them. So lame. You know what? That cap can suck it too. I don't have hot tweezers, so this is going to be hard to do. Alright, let's see if we have any difference in the good old amp usage. Milliamps, 200 milliamps, 1.4 amps. So it's probably showing me the low battery symbol right now. Let's just see if that's the case. Before I do that, I don't want to be too mean to this board. We're going to replace those two capacitors with a better one. And my microphone's probably going to go out because I'm walking far away. I probably forgot to turn squelch on my thing, even though I turned pilot tone on. So if you're a headphone user, you're probably going to want to take your headphones off right around now because it's, as I go out of range, it is going to kill your ears. Imagine there's a lot of sad headphone users around now. Alright, now because I'm stubborn, I am going to use my large tip soldering iron to get this done. I don't think you have to own a certain amount of Apple products, Ben. I think that at the very least when it came to Lenovo, you had to sell a certain amount of their products, so your volume had to be a certain number per month. And if it wasn't, then you get in trouble. Okay, where is my... Oh, here's my board. Oh man, the rubber thing. I lost my rubber. It's really important to see. I want to plug it in right now. I really do. There's nothing that would give me more excitement than to plug this in, but I lost one of my rubbers. And this should be a lesson, everybody watching, is that if you lose a rubber, keep calm. Don't just go shoving things in places without it. There is a rubber piece somewhere over here. And I need to find that rubber piece. I am not continuing until I get that little piece of rubber. I'm not going to plug it in without a rubber. Dude, you guys are discussing politics and racism in my chat rather than doing the important thing. Actually, I'm getting a phone call from someone that's important, so I have to cut this stream short at the moment. I'm sorry. I promise I'll be back. One moment.